Okay, so I tried adjusting the settings on my camera. Does this look better now? Am I a little less yellow? Let me know. Well, I guess I'll know. So I'll be recording. Hey everybody, Tamara here, and I'm doing a book haul. What? Yes, I'm doing a book haul. There was a book sale in honor of the Hawaii Friends of the Library. Friends of the Library, is that what it's called? I'll put their name in here. So we bought books. We bought $40 worth of books. Right here. All them books. All about them books. About them books. Do, do, do. Some of these books are by mathematicians. Those ones tend to be about math or classics that I'm not planning on reading. So I am just going to show you the books that I plan on reading. Okay, so we'll start here with this graphic novel called Strangers in Paradise. Sanctuary by Terry Moore. Francine is middle-aged, married, and miserable when by chance she encounters her long-lost friend Kachu. As the two begin to recall their tumultuous relationship, they rediscover the truth about love and friendship they once shared, how it all slipped away, and why it was returned like a sanctuary in the wilderness of their lives. And I just liked that the art in this graphic novel was very stark, very basic. I like how that looks. So, and I really like the cover. So, moving along. Daredevil, Hell to Pay. Volume 1 by Ed Brubaker and Michael Lark. You think Matt Murdock's life is going to start getting simpler, think again. As Matt tries to deal with the changes in his life and find a way to move forward, a threat for the past begins to creep toward daylight. And with the post-Civil War fallout all around him, the price of being Daredevil just got even higher. Daredevil is a superhero who has, he does not have sight, but he still kicks super butt. I think, yes, there is a Daredevil series on Netflix that I'm supposed to be getting caught up on that I haven't yet. I'm supposed to be because I think season 2 is out and boyfriend wants to watch it. I keep forgetting because there's so many other things I want to watch. And wine, first world problems. Moving on. I guess I'm going through all the graphic novels first. Okay, so Black Panther. This is Civil War. By Hudlin, Eaton, Garcia, Turnbull, and 2. Whose side are you on? The royal couple, King T'Challa and Queen Aurora, embark on a diplomatic journey that will have them spanning the globe and beyond. So I haven't actually read any Black Panther comics before, but I am intrigued, and I think he's going to be having a movie or a series. If you know, let me know in the comments. I can't remember. So this is what this looks like. Just looks cool, and it's about a character that I'm interested in. Whereas some of this in the back, Daredevil looks a little darker. Oh, I like this use of white space over here. The Books of Magic, The Burning Girl. Someday Timothy Hunter is destined to become the world's greatest magician. John May Ryber, Peter Negberg, and Peter Gross. Right now he's a teenager with a whole mess of problems. Trapped on a small island off the coast of the mystical land of Fairy, he bides his time trying to figure out means of escape. Meanwhile, his ex-girlfriend Molly remains trapped in Fairy, cursed by Queen Titiana to seethe with the fires of hate. But the Queen has failed to recognize the power of the curse, and Molly's hatred now threatens to turn all of Fairy into a raging holocaust. This is book 6, and it's a Vertigo comic, which is a print of DC. And it really bums me out when I find books that are later in the series, but on the other hand, I'm hoping that if I enjoy this, then I can get the other ones and whatnot. But it looked cool, so here's some of the pages. Next on the list is Transmetropolitan The Cure, and this one's by Warren Ellis, Derek Robertson, and Rodney Ramos. And I'm a fan of Warren Ellis. I enjoy his work. Oh, there's holes punched in the front. Yeah, but why?
What?
There's holes punched. There's...
Weird.
Why was there even... It's so weird. Why... If you're just going to pull it out of the library catalog, you don't have to deface it. Aw. Poor you. Alright, so things are bad for outlaw journalist Spider Jerusalem. He's lost his job, his apartment, and his insurance. And he's being hunted by professional assassins paid for by the President of the United States. On top of that, he's just been diagnosed with an untreatable brain infection that will most likely turn him into a drooling vegetable within a year. A state he's not too keen on achieving involuntarily. But he still has a smile on his face and a song in his heart. A nasty, grating tune that soothes his troubled brow and makes him dance a little jig. Why? Because he and his filthy assassins have picked up the trail of corruption that the president has left behind. Because the loose ends of murder and deceit are about to get tied together. And because he's got the truth on his side and nothing left to lose. So here's a look at some of the drawings. Yes. Is this why he's called Spider, maybe? So, my math magician has been trying to get me to read this forever, so cool. Cool. Alright, I think that's it for the graphic novels. I'd forgotten we'd had that many. So now, let's move on to the other book. The #1 Detective Agency by Alexander McCall Smith. And I'm really excited because this book, there's... Oh, shit! This is the same book! Would everyone like book 4? Womp womp. Alright. Why were there 3 in book 4? You guys, I got too excited. I was really excited because I've been looking for these books and I've been wanting to read them. The #1 Ladies Detective Agency features a character. Her name is... Her name is Precious Ramatswe, and after her father passed away, she's left with some money, and she buys a building, and she creates the #1 detective agency, and it's set in Africa. I watched a few episodes of the series. This was created as a HBO series, and it starred R&B singer Jill Scott, and she is awesome. Oh, she's so awesome. And the story was so rich and vibrant and fun and interesting, and I wanted to see how it read. So instead of the 6 books that I have, I really only have 3 of them. Book 1, Book 4, and Book 5. Lay sigh. Moving on. You guys may not know this, but I really enjoy music from the 60s. So I have Jimi Hendrix, The Man, The Magic, The Truth by Sharon Lawrence. And back here there's a quote: "I can envision the day when all material things are pulled from me, and then the stronger my soul will be." So I was looking to see if there's any photos in here. There's not. But I love watching biopics about musicians. I love reading about musicians. For the longest time, I had the dream that I wanted to write for Spin Magazine or Rolling Stone. And this one's Life, Keith Richards. So this looks like it's an autobiography. And I got this because of this, on the flap. And it says, "This is the life. Believe it or not, I haven't forgotten any of it. Thanks and praises, Keith Richards." And there's always Keith Richards jokes because people are very surprised that he's still alive. And clearly, he is aware of that. And I don't know, I just thought it would be interesting. There's some photos in the middle there. So yeah. And then John Lennon, All I Want Is the Truth. A photographic biography by Elizabeth Patridge. And I thought this would be a cool, like, coffee table type of book to have. I used to have coffee table books. Like I had Jenna Jameson's biography and Jon Stewart's. So this is what it looks like inside. I guess they were checking out the book right on the inside there. Like, instead of having a little piece of paper attached to the book, they just stick right on the inside page. Y'all are killing me! I thought John Lennon was an interesting figure, public figure, and musician, and I like the Beatles. So, you know, I wanted to see about that. Also here, moving on, we have F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. And I've read The Great Gatsby before, and I really just liked how weathered this book looks. Like, it feels as though this book has been through a lot of hands and seen a lot. It has that old book smell to it that I personally like. Let me see. Does it have the copyright date on here? So it says renewal of copyright 1953. So I'm gonna assume that this was printed in 1953, and then like the pages have that weathered look to it on the outside, if you could see that. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then the last book I have here is Salvation and Death by J.D. Robb. And J.D. Robb is Nora Roberts' mystery / thriller pen name. In the year 2060, cutting-edge investigative tools can help catch a killer, but there are some questions even the most advanced technologies cannot answer. Oh yeah. So this is in the Eve Duncan series. And Eve Duncan is a forensic, is she a forensic pathologist? She is able to put together the skeletons of people and figure out who they are, basically. And so this is part of that series. It's a long-running series. I think there's either 15 or 16 books in it at the moment. And I've read some of them, but I have not read this one. And I actually don't think I own any of them. Also, I really like this purple. And there you have it. Those are the books that I've hauled. You probably won't see one of these in a while. Another one of these for a while. We have finally, totally destroyed all hope of having enough room to store our books. So we're either going to get another very large bookshelf, or we're going to start storing stuff in Tupperware. Or not Tupperware, but like the big totes that you can get, you know. So, unless you guys have some, yeah, there's a question. Do you guys have any ideas for some space-saving ways to store books? Let me know down in the comments, and have you read any of these? And I will see you in the next video. Bye.